Testing, testing. There it is. I figured it out. I'm a microphone genius, I feel like, nowadays. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? Now, yeah, happy Halloween, like Leanne was just referring to. I'm glad it's Halloween. Just to let you all know, it's going to be pretty cold tonight, though. Pretty chilly for the trick-or-treaters. And just as a heads up to you, the National Weather Service has put out a warning for the parents to be careful with their children because the wind will make it hard for them to walk because the wind could be gusting as high as 50 miles an hour throughout today. So therefore, I want to let you know we have a wind advisory in effect through tonight. And that is due to the storm system that has been tracking this way the whole week. I've been keeping a close eye on it myself. And if you heard Chicago and all them areas, they got a lot of snow up there. So, you know, just not good. So, at least we got the rainy side of it, you know. But, anyway, not only do we have the wind advisory, but we have the freeze watch in effect. Started tonight as well. So, we have a lot on the table today. So, anyway, long story short, I have the forecast for you guys. Today is going to be the high of, like, basically 60 during the morning, but then the temps are going to drop throughout the day. And like I said, the wind will be brutal. So, be sure you plan accordingly if you plan on being outside, or maybe tonight would be a good time to do some indoor trick-or-treating. Like at the North Gate Mall, 4 to 6, bring your ghouls and goblins to the North Gate Mall for a Halloween costume contest and everything. So, you know, that's going to be a great event too. So, thank you, Mix 94.9, for mentioning that to me. Thank you. And the weather, yeah. So the weather looks like Friday, high 48 and a low 29, and pretty much sunny skies that day. And then Saturday and Sunday both have highs around 49. Then Saturday night will be low 29, and Sunday 31 for the low. But then next week, the temperatures will be up into the 50s, but then lows will be the low 30s still, so it's going to be mostly okay during the day, but then at night, you're going to be feeling some chill in the air. But otherwise, you know, no rain from what I can tell on the next week forecast, so that's good. That's what we like to see. And the weekend events, this coming up Saturday, we have the Great Pumpkin Fest at Planet Snoopy at Kings Island, and it's from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it's gonna have entertainment, mazes, trick-or-treating, and rides. And this Saturday as well, we're having the pet adoption event at Newport, and that's from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Thanks to Stephanie Weddle telling us that. We always love to put her events on our shows. And this Sunday is another one of her events, which is Bark at the Sky Wheel. And that's this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it's going to be a great event. So yeah, just, you know, see all different websites for details on these events. And yeah. Anyway, just like I was going to tell you real quick before I end, be careful. For those of you adults, keep your hands tight on the wheels, and also keep your eyes on your children at all times. And, you know, just plan accordingly if you plan on trick-or-treat. Because I heard Pennsylvania and all them, they moved their Halloween to tomorrow. And, oh yeah, the time change is this Saturday night into Sunday morning. Remember, what do we do, guys?
Fall back.
That's right, Gladys. We fall back an hour. So, and also another reminder about that too. Be sure to check your smoke detectors to see if they need changed in their batteries or not. Because it's getting to that time of the year where people will be using stuff inside their houses to keep warm. So we don't want carbon monoxide poisoning or fires to happen. So be sure you check your smoke detectors. So anyway, that's it. Back to Leanne, guys. Have a great Halloween.
Our spots reporter, Ronnie Marshall!
This tomorrow, holiday will be by. Come up for number 3 holiday. We'll be home for band at noon. Kentucky will be by tomorrow, no, Saturday. Come up, Kentucky. We'll be home 3-4 days to see number 3. Number 13, the cats at ECU at 7 o'clock. Come up. Number 13, the cats will be home, please. You can at 3:30 p.m. Saturday. Next night, one person dancers, one is the voices, 62 bagels. Will be on by. Breaking news, bagels, bitch. Darden for wine, bidding for comeback. Come up for bakers. We'll be home base. Ravens at 1 p.m. Not for sports. Go back to the end.
Giovanni Marshall, and now you guys collect gifts and for John Pablo I heard you brought your wife.
I did bring my wife.
Where is she?
My wife Kathy is right over here. Really a long time, 46 years almost. So she still comes over here with me. Is that okay? Yeah. So she still comes over here with me, and she wanted to meet all of you.
Yeah, that's so nice of you. So tell me, where did you all go for your honeymoon?
We went to Niagara Falls.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was very nice. Yep. It was still falling at that time.
So do you like have any kids?
We have one boy. His name is Matthew. He's 33 years old, but we have just 2 months now. We have our first grandson, a little boy named Finn. Beautiful little boy.
You never hear too much of families running around.
No, that's, in fact, most times when I say we have a grandchild named Finley, they'll say, "Oh, what does she look like?" I said, "No, no, it's a boy."
Oh, okay. And how old is he? How old is he?
He's almost 3 months old.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's just a baby. He's just,
Oh, does he like have a middle name or nothing?
does he have what?
Middle name.
Oh, middle name, Ray. It's Finley Ray Popovich.
Ooh.
That's cool. I love it.
I love it. Well, my middle name is K-A-Y, so that line is with Ray.
Oh, okay, all right. Very good.
So let's get on with the questions, shall we? When did you start in TV?
I started in TV about 1975, so long time ago. I was in Davenport, Iowa, and I was
Oh, Davenport.
yeah.
Now, how is that?
That's very nice. It's
Well,
where is it?
yes.
It's in Iowa. It's on the Mississippi River, and it's a town much smaller than Cincinnati. But I worked in Dubuque, Iowa, which is on the Mississippi. Then I went down to Davenport, Iowa, and they had a radio station and a television station. I worked there, and for 6 years before I came here.
Oh, cool. So did you take your wife?
Did I take my wife there?
Yes.
Yes, we got married while we were in Dubuque, and so yeah, she's been with me the whole time.
Oh, that's very nice. Congratulations. Now, for the second question, how did you get your start in this career?
You know, I was in high school, and our high school up in near Youngstown, Ohio, had a radio station. They had a radio station where the students did the news, they played the music, and so it was I got involved in it because I was too small to keep playing sports, and so I got involved into radio. And so that got me started. Then I went to Ohio University, and I studied radio and television there, and then I started a career after that.
Oh, very nice. Well, good for you. You have a nice career.
I sure do. I'm very proud of it.
Now, on to question 3. Who or what was your first interview?
My first interview? I don't know. That's a long time ago. One of the first interviews I did when I came to town was Muhammad Ali. Remember him? He was getting a haircut at a barber shop in Avondale, and somebody called and said, Muhammad Ali's getting a haircut. And I said, I don't believe you. I said, put him on the telephone. And they put him on the telephone. And I thought, well, sounds like him. So we went up there, and he was getting a haircut. His brother was in town. That's what he was visiting. And so I went up and interviewed him at that time.
Sounds good. He must have Muhammad Ali was a big, huge star back then, wasn't
He was the heavyweight boxing champion. And boxing was more important at that time. It was more popular at that time. So he was a very famous champion.
Yeah. On to question 4. What is the best part of your job?
Meeting people like you, and going out and doing stories on them. That's my favorite job. I'm the kind of guy that over the years, I do stories on people and things, and so I get to meet a lot of people. Like the guy running the camera here, Andy Furman. I met him. You guys know Andy, right? Andy and his wife got married at the racetrack, and I covered that. He got married at the racetrack in the winner's circle, and he was a winner because he married a very nice lady.
Now, do you know his son Jake?
I met him one time, and
He's Michael Jackson to that.
He's dressed up as Michael Jackson today.
oh, I got you. Okay.
And now on to the fifth question. How come you stayed in place Channel 9 for all these years?
How long? Why did I stay that long?
Yes.
Well, I was lucky, I think. They kept giving me different things to do. They kept giving me different jobs to do. And so I looked forward to some of those jobs, and it was different. They were always a little different, and that made it fun. I got to travel places, like with the Reds or the Bengals or with high school teams, so that's why I stayed that long.
So it's cool. You would get to travel a lot, it seems to me.
Yeah, I used to travel a lot more. Now, not quite as much.
Oh, because you are getting so old.
Hey!
By the way, how old are you?
I'm 68. No, you're right. I'm getting old. I don't want to travel as much.
Let me ask you, do your bonus break when you exercise? Does your bonus break is your bonus break?
Well, I haven't broken any bones yet, but I do try to exercise. Well, I have a couple of bad knees. And I'm going to have to work on those knees a little bit, because you'll notice I limp around a little bit.
Oh, well, I exercise, okay, because I exercise too. I forgot to exercise last night because I was watching a Beetlejuice movie.
Oh, okay.
So I forget once.
Well, you can do it tonight, though, can't you?
Yes.
All right. Well, they told me about some of these zingers you had for me. And
Yeah. They sing to us.
All right, David.
And the sixth question is, what is the hardest part of your job?
hardest part of my job. Trying to fit all this sports into 2.5 minutes. Some days there's a lot of sports, and all I have is 2.5 minutes on the air. So I'm trying to condense it and make it tell the story. But you know, and everybody. The hardest part is trying to please everybody, because if you do a story on basketball, somebody wants, well, why did you pay attention to football tonight? Why didn't you do the World Series? Why didn't you do this? So it's hard to fit everything in to a couple of minutes.
Oh, I know that, and so I heard some, well, years ago that you were like a coach, or you coach helped the team coach when the regular coach was out sick. You substitute.
I I substituted for a coach?
Yes.
I don't think so. No, I wouldn't have made a good coach.
I thought you did.
No, not me.
Someone said you did.
No, not me, no.
Oh, well, keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you. I try to.
We appreciate whatever you do.
Well, I appreciate you having me here.
Thank you. Now, question 7 is, who was your best or favorite interview?
I always liked, do you know Johnny Bench? There's a couple of former Reds, Johnny Bench and Pete Rose. Pete Rose was always great to talk to. Regardless of when you talked to Pete Rose, he always had things to say. And with the Bengals, Boomer Esiason was, he was a quarterback for the Bengals many years ago. And he was a great one to talk to too.
You know what? We should get Johnny Bench over here or up here.
I'm sure Andy will get that done for you.
Yeah. Make a note of that Andy. What? Yeah. Johnny Bench. Now, question number 8 is this December you are retiring. What will you miss the most?
Well, I think I'll miss the people that I work with, because I like the people that I spend time with at work. I'm going to miss being asked. Nobody's going to ask me to come to one of these things anymore. So I'll miss coming out and meeting people like you, or going to schools or doing things like that. So I'm going to miss the people. I'm not going to miss the work, though. I work from about 3 and I drive home at midnight every night. So I'm tired of doing that. So I'm not going to miss that. But I'll miss the people and spending time with. I like and respect a lot of the people I work with.
At night, in the morning, back home, I could see well that would be a problem. All right, well, that's all the time we have for today. We want to thank John Pavilovich and for coming and being our guest on our show. And we want to thank Weather Jokes for doing the weather. We want to thank Ronnie Marshall for doing the sports. See ya all next week. Bye bye. Be kind to